Hello and welcome to South Carolina's installment of Farm Bureau's Voices of Agriculture. I'm your host, Reggie Hall. Springtime is in full bloom here in South Carolina. Of course, that means one thing. Spring and summertime fresh fruits and vegetables are coming in and ready for you to buy at your local roadside stand and farmers market. When you go visit those markets, many times you'll see woven baskets. We'll go to Roof's Basket Works and find out how those baskets are made and sold and shipped across the country. We'll also go into the kitchen for a great feast for this time of year, one that you will certainly enjoy. And then we'll share with you our Palmetto portraits from quaint historic communities around South Carolina. All that and more coming up as South Carolina's installment of Voices of Agriculture continues.
To say agribusiness in South Carolina is a growth industry is really an understatement. Farming and forestry contribute some $34 billion to our state's economy every year. Yet the potential is far greater. $50 billion is achievable by the year 2020 as we work together in a focused effort to develop new and greater markets and achieve what we call 50 by 20. Agribusiness, it's a growing force in South Carolina's economy.
What makes a perfect weekend? Start with the same place. You know the one. Gather a handful of your favorite friends. Add in the kids just to keep things stirred up. Mix generously with laughter and the finest ingredients, South Carolina grown, of course. Serve with a fresh, low-country boil and the promise to return next year. This is what memories are made of. Certified SC grown.
Welcome back to South Carolina's installment of Farm Bureau's Voices of Agriculture. I'm your host, Reggie Hall. If you've ever been to a U-Pick operation, a roadside stand, or local farmer's market, chances are very good that you've seen or used the product featured in this episode. People have made them for tens of thousands of years from all types of natural materials in all sizes, shapes, and colors. We're talking, of course, about baskets. Those vessels often taken for granted at local markets, upstaged by their contents of the freshest grown fruits and vegetables available. Rarely are we looking at the baskets themselves, but rather at the enticing merchandise they display. Nevertheless, they are an important part of agricultural heritage and sales. So we went in search of a local basket maker and found Tony Roof, manager of the family-owned and operated Roof Basket Works in Lexington County, South Carolina, one of the state's leading agricultural counties. Roof Basket Works was started by Tony's aunt and uncle, Harold and Elsie Roof, in March of 1946. It began as a small manufacturing company producing hand-woven baskets for fruit and vegetable harvesting and has grown into an enterprise with sales reaching worldwide.
We sell primarily to a lot of the peach farmers across the southern United States, and then we also sell to greenhouses that drop a plant in them, and strawberry growers. We sell to Hobby Lobby and some of those type of stores too.
Okay.
For
Tractor
crafts.
Supply was another
Tractor
one?
Supply, yes.
Roof Basket Works makes and sells a complete line of handmade baskets used by agricultural markets for crafts, home interior decorating, floral arranging, and gift baskets. They are also sold wholesale to retail outlets who sell them to consumers for a number of uses. The company has more than 150 different baskets, picnic baskets, and crates available in 15 different food-safe colors.
She's been working 5 hours and got 485, so 100 an hour almost.
Wow. The company employs about 53 full-time workers who make baskets year-round. During times of slow sales demand, basket makers work to fill inventory for future sales.
Production increases a little over the summer, but we're pretty steady all the time. We manufacture 12 months out of the year.
Agribusiness in South Carolina is the state's largest business sector, contributing more than $34 billion to the state's economy each year and creating more than 200,000 jobs. Roof Basket Works is just one small piece of that much larger enterprise in South Carolina. When we come back, we'll take you on a tour through Roof Basket Works so you can see firsthand how those beautiful staples of the market are made. Stay tuned as South Carolina's installment of Farm Bureau's Voices of Agriculture continues. Welcome back to South Carolina's installment of Farm Bureau's Voices of Agriculture, where we've been talking about wooden woven baskets used for agricultural promotions, marketing, and sales. We've been visiting with Tony Roof of Roof Basket Works in Lexington, South Carolina, a year-round family business that began back in 1946 and has grown to sell handmade baskets around the world. The process begins with local poplar logs, the same type of wood used to make most paper and wooden matchsticks. It's also widely used making the cores of snowboards and used to make the bodies of electric guitars and drums. When fresh, poplar wood is moist, flexible, and porous.
It's all poplar wood. They're all fairly handmade. Start right here at the plant.
And the poplar wood comes from around the area?
Yeah, it's about a 3, 4, 5 county radius here that we get it from.
Long 16-foot poplar logs are loaded onto a series of rollers, where each log turns under the pressure of a bark grinder that chips or grinds the bark off the length of the log. Once the log is debarked, it moves into a lathe room where one by one the logs turn under the sharp knife of a rotary lathe that peels a very thin continuous sheet of veneer from each log. The veneer is cut concentric to the growth rings of the log. Screwing up that log and getting it even,
right,
so they can get a big long sheet of.
Right. Those are initial pieces there, yeah. The wood's naturally wet, pliable. We don't have to soak it or anything else. Right. Just all that's waste wood. It's all going to be ground up.
That's all part of what that's. Look how dark it is. During the lathing operation, workers align the veneer before it's cut into equal width sections used for making the baskets in production of that day. At every step of the process, there are quality controls in place to assure the wood meets standards set by Roof Basket Works. Racks of uniformly cut poplar wood strips are transported from the lathe room to the next step in the process, where the weaving takes place. Today, most of the workers are making oval half-bushel baskets. They work with stacks of the wooden strips and lay them vertically on a machine called a platter. As the workers manipulate foot pedals, alternate strips of wood lift off the platform so horizontal strips can be woven on top or through the strips remaining on the platform.
right now we're in the middle of shipping out Tractor Supply. We sell to that chain.
Yeah, good. The process continues until the body of the basket is woven to completion. Those newly woven mats are carted over to another step in the process, where they're compressed into shape and fitted with a sturdy wooden top band. The excess wood above the band is sliced off with a razor-sharp knife. A series of hooks on a monorail carries the baskets to a conveyor that empties them into the next room. There, workers take more wooden strips and fashion handles for the baskets. The handles have been left on a rack for a while to help them form and hold their curved shape. One person positions the handles before another person staples them into place.
We try not to, touch them any more than we have to. All these conveyors and things.
From there, the baskets continue up another conveyor belt on their way to a dryer, where all the natural moisture is removed from the baskets. The dryer helps keep the shape permanent and helps extend the life and usefulness of each basket. Roof Basket Works was also making smaller pint-sized baskets and round baskets. Each is made in a similar manner as the oval half-bushel baskets. By the way, each machine in the plant was engineered and made by one of the Roof family members.
We now use staples instead of tacks. When I was small, they had, you drove tacks with a hammer. And of course, all the monorails and stuff, that's newer technology.
Right. You don't just call somebody in the Yellow Pages to make a new machine?
No, that mostly has to be made in-house.
Yeah. Was there somebody on the roof team that's responsible for that?
My uncle, Terry Roof, handles all that.
Workers stand ready at the other end of the basket dryer to stack and box the baskets for storage or shipping. You may have noticed what looks like a lot of wood waste during the manufacturing process. Well, every bit of the wood waste generated at the plant is recycled in some way. No part of the tree is wasted. Roof Basket Works has been certified by local government as a green manufacturer. The plant has reduced its carbon footprint in the areas of waste reduction and recycling, energy conservation, water conservation, and pollution prevention. Roof Basket Works sells their baskets directly to farm and market locations, at retail outlets through wholesale distribution around the country, online at roofbasket.com, and through their small retail shop at their Lexington plant. Stay tuned. When South Carolina's installment of Farm Bureau's Voices of Agriculture continues, we'll go into the kitchen with Donna Griffin, where she'll share with us a delicious cheesy chicken recipe. We'll be back in a moment.
About 2 tablespoons full, but if you want to use
Hello and welcome back to South Carolina's installment of Farm Bureau's Voices of Agriculture. Here's Donna Griffin of W.P. Rawl Farms with today's recipe.
now for the Welcome. I'm Donna Bundrick Griffin, and I'm Marketing and Promotions Coordinator with Walter P. Rawl & Sons Company here in Pillion, South Carolina. I want to introduce you to some wonderful recipes using our versatile veggies today. We are showing a cheesy chicken with pico de gallo, which is absolutely wonderful. It's grill out season, so what are we doing? We're grilling out. Also, we are showing a mixed grill vegetable medley. Wonderful grilling recipes. Now for this chicken with pico de gallo. Now we have grilled 2 chicken breasts on our Jenn-Air here, and we will just simply transfer these grilled chicken breasts to a plate. You can see the grill marks, and one thing about grilling chicken, you need to make sure that it is thoroughly done. And now we're just going to spoon some pico de gallo over it. It comes off the grill, spoon this over. This is absolutely wonderful. I failed to mention it's great when you serve it with corn chips. So this is a multi-use product. And now we're going to put a little bit of mozzarella cheese on the top. Doesn't that look good? It is just so yummy. You have your chicken, your protein, and also your veggies all in one, quick and simple. Now let's move over to this grilled vegetable medley. This is a wonderful, wonderful recipe using our fajita mix as well as a smaller container of pico de gallo. We are using our 10-ounce package of fajita mix, and to this we're going to add a small container of pico de gallo. And again, this is our 8-ounce container of pico de gallo. We want to make sure these vegetables are mixed well together. We're going to put in 2.5 cups of fresh corn. 2.5 cups of fresh corn. Now that's going to cook on the grill. And we'll simply mix these veggies together. Put in about 2 teaspoons of dried basil. Now you can use a fresh if you want. If you are using fresh, you would want to use about a tablespoon and a half of fresh basil. We'll transfer it to heavy-duty aluminum foil. We're going to transfer half of this to 1 portion. Okay, and now we'll put some melted butter over the top. We'll just spoon a little melted butter over the top, and you can use as much as you want. I recommend about 2 tablespoons full, but if you want to use more, let your discretion be your guide. Now we will simply roll these up, the foil packets up, and then we will place them on the grill. And there we have our grilled mixed vegetable medley. I hope you've enjoyed being with us tonight. It's been a pleasure being with you. If you want these and other recipes using not only our versatile veggies, but our value-added products, you can visit our website at tryw.raw.net. Again, a pleasure to visit with you. From our kitchen to yours, bon appetit.
Well, that's all the time we have for South Carolina's installment of Farm Bureau's Voices of Agriculture. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in watching any of our previous episodes, log on to our website, scfb.org. Until next time, I'm your host, Reggie Hall.